That's interesting.
Good
So,
morning.
Jim, do you want the news?
Go on then.
There was no call made to Northumbria Police last night from that address claiming anything about kitchen utensils.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
because I called them
yeah,
and I said, I phoned last night and I've not received a text message with the incident number. And she said, oh. And she took my name and she said, did you call from this phone? I said, yeah. And she said, oh, I think I found it here. I said, well, apparently there's two to that address last night. So can you make sure you got the right one? And she said, there isn't. There's only one. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah, there's only one call to that for that address last night.
oh,
I said, what
so,
about in the early hours of the morning, like, like today's date? She went,
mm,
well, actually, I typed in for 24 hours and all I can find is yours. I said, while I was on the phone to you guys last night, she was saying on TikTok Live that somebody had banged on the door and put a kitchen utensil through the door,
yeah.
and I was like, this is strange behaviour,
But the
and
police would get out there straight away
yeah, and they
because,
said, what do you mean kitchen utensil? I said, oh well, on TikTok Live you can't use the words blah 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 blah, so we have to say things like unalive and kitchen utensil. Everybody knows what you mean. Oh right, you're right. Okay, I get you. And she said, well, no, I've only got yours. Do you want the number? I said, yeah, go ahead. She said, oh, give me your mobile again, and I'll
oh,
send it to you. And I said, well, it's come up, isn't it? She went, no, I've got a landline here, 01273. And I went, oh yeah, that's the one I phoned you on last night. She went, yeah. Is that your number then? I said, oh no, I'll give you the mobile number because obviously you can't text a landline. She went, yeah, yeah. I said, so how? It's very interesting. I might have to go live today and say to everybody, oh, you know, there was no phone call to Northumbria Police last night about a kitchen utensil.
then apparently she was that scared. You would expect her to be calling him. So again, she's been caught out for her lies. Again, does she not understand? People can check this sort of stuff, and it's very easy, and they can actually put in a welfare check as well. Just at that point in time, somebody said online there was somebody there and they couldn't get to her phone. So it's a bit strange how she's gone and said that. She's told a room full of people another lie.
Yeah, I might have to. I might have to
Just
do that.
yeah, but also remember we've also got the recording of the live anyway. So with that, the evidence can go straight to the police of actually saying what was outside the house, what she was saying on the live, and how she had a lot of people very concerned for her welfare and for any person else what was in that house, like very small people.
Hmm. But this is why she expedited the claim by saying about small people, because small people get priority.
Yeah. But also, she told the police that, then the police would have been straight at her house, knowing there were very small people there, and they could have been in danger, or even an attack, or intruder, or anything could have happened. So you would think a mother would want to ring the police on that. Oh, but what would I know
I've got
being a
five people
mother?
in the room. Can you tap up the likes, please, everybody?
No. With these five people in the room, if somebody left a utensil outside your house without banging on your door and you've got little people in your house, what would you do? Would you contact the police, or would you say tell people on social media and then not do nothing at all?
Oh, what have I got here? Oh, what have I got?
Like, so, oh god, that's so. He's got a follower. Oh,
Like,
no, no, sorry, he hasn't. He's following somebody. Sorry. He's a really well-known drag queen.
Lies.
Justice, she didn't contact the police. The police have just confirmed.
Oh,
that
just
it's not.
no. Oh, there's Justice. Justice, just the person. Come up in the box. Well, Tasha, there was nobody at the door last night. She didn't. No, they didn't, Justice. I've just been speaking to them. Okay. Right. Well, don't lie in my thing, Justice. Yeah, I heard everything you said last night. Right. Northumbria have actually got a copy of it, and so has Sussex Police. What you said last night. You are lying. You are not in Northumbria. You're in Sussex for a start. You were not with her last night, so you do not know. You've only got her word for it. And I've just phoned the Northumbria Police, yeah, and they've told me they were not called last night to that house. No phone calls were made from that house or to that house. She may have told you that, but it's not true, Justice. For fuck's sake. That's fine, Tasha, but she went off saying that somebody was putting a kitchen utensil in her door, and it's not true. You know, as Gemma said, if you got a little person there, the police would have been there within seconds. And I spoke to them this morning, and I said to them, I've not got my incident number for last night. And they said to me, oh, you know, check, doing the checks, the usual checks, that name and she went, oh, you phoned from your landline. I said, oh yeah, I did, yeah. Right. I said, but I did give them my mobile number. And she said, no, that's okay, I'll check that. And then she came back, she said, yeah, I found it. And I said, no, I said to her, there was 2 calls made last night to you guys for that address. Can you make sure that you give me the right one? And then she went off for about 30 seconds and came back. She went, no, there's only 1 call for that address last night. And that's from yourself. And I went, are you sure? And she said, yeah. And I said, did you check the early hours of the morning, maybe? Like for today's date? And she said, I've checked the last 24 hours. And there's been no calls to or from that address. Obviously, I can't give you the address. And I said, okay, so you've only got 1 serial number. And she said, yeah, do you want it? And I said, yeah, can you send it to my my mobile number? Because you can't get texts on a landline, obviously. So yeah, they sent it to me, and then she was actually saying, what you know, they were concerned. Then, do you know somebody was at the door with that particular utensil? And I said, I've only got her word for it. But then again, she blamed me, said it was something to do with me, or I'd done it, or something like that. And then the cop woman said, well, you couldn't have, because you phoned from your landline last night in Sussex. And I said, oh yeah, I did, didn't I? So yes, they can, Justice, because I was telling them that I want the right number. I want to be given the correct number. And they said there is no other number. So whatever number I've got is the right number, is the only number. So that's how I know. It's not telling you directly, it's telling you there is no other serial number or incident number or report number for that address in the last 24 hours. Only one.
Little balls, aren't we? Actually, when you're making a welfare check to make sure that person's rang the police because of an allegation they've made, data protection there and then, you're actually protecting the person. It's actually supposed to have said the allegation, so data protection doesn't come into it. And especially when that person's making allegations what are not true, then the police are more helpful than you think when it comes down to you being victimised by a person.
Don't forget, these are a bunch of lawyers that are sitting on their unemployed asses, Jim.
Aye.
You know, I wouldn't worry about it. I've just spoken to them and I've recorded it. I've actually recorded it, yeah, on my phone, speaking to them, right? I've recorded it. And these bums, right, are just sitting there going, we know the lot. You don't know nothing. And by the way, if I was the one who made the call of concern, then it is my data, okay? And if they're telling me there was only one call made to that address last night, and that's mine, then that's not a data breach.
It's not lying, because anybody could do a welfare check call. So if somebody knows where you live, right, and you're making an allegation like she did on last night on that live, right, then it comes down to, it's just like, let's use Marcus Ems, or let's use Angie, or somebody, right? How many people have called in and done a welfare check?
I didn't tell multiple lies last night, so shut up. Do you know what, actually? Get the fuck out.
It's fine. Jim told no, he didn't, because I was sat there watching, love. So no, he didn't. That's the thing. Right?
The thing is, I didn't even got in a box last night. So what you talking about? Another liar. See?
Yeah.
Liar.
You tried to get him, you tried to criminate him by getting him in a box, right? He didn't get in the box. What you actually did, you coaxed him into a life under false pretenses. Why she was in the box, knowing if any case is open against her or she got open against him. If you can get them in a box together and communicating face to face, then altogether that evidence wouldn't be valuable in the court of law. So unfortunately, Sal knows what he's doing because he's listening to what the police are saying and what a solicitor's saying, right? And the solicitor's already told him, like the police, do not be doing face-to-face contact, do not be associating, do not be going near this person, don't be doing nothing. He's done that. But yous are the ones who were trying to set a honey trap for him to go into a live, right, to break it. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, but the one thing is he's legally allowed to protect himself if somebody's committing slander about his name.
Because I told her not to, Justice. I told her not to. After the way they treated her, after the way they spoke about her. Mm-hmm. They'll only do it again.
Hold on one sec, Justice. Just to let you know, I also contacted the police as well. Because I've also got a full recording of the full live and the slanderous names you were calling me, right? You was from disability, right, to health issues, right? Telling me I'm apparently an alcoholic, I'm apparently a drug user, right? I'm none of them. I'm poorly.
I think it was Justice that was at my house last night.
Yeah.
I think it was her. I think she's that Kate person.
Yeah. So do you understand what I am saying to you now, Justice, right? Unfortunately, you pick on the wrong people. Right, I might have disabilities, I might be very poorly, I might have nearly lost my life 4 months ago, right? That's because I had an infection in my organs. That is because my pancreas, my kidneys started failing on me, right? Because they didn't realise I was diabetic, right? I've got multiple health issues. I can't swallow properly, right? I've got I had H. pylori infection of an organ, right? Then it went to Glasperus, just Glasperus I've got, and
We've
that
got
is
it
where you've
recorded as
got
well,
me to
Justice.
record. So you can record this, let her record it, right? Because you're actually purposely targeting somebody what's poorly and trying to stigmatise them as something they're not, right?
Justice,
So
we've got
if
it
you,
recorded as well, and we've got you recorded threatening me, yeah?
yeah.
And then Claire saying that she's got a video of somebody driving to my house.
So
So, so it
understand,
was you, Justice, I reckon. I reckon you did it.
yeah. So understand this, Justice, right? The actions what you're saying you haven't done. You can take that up with a solicitor, right? You can take that up with the police because I will be taking legal action against you for discrimination. I will be getting you done, right, for hate speech. Understand that. And a few other things of what you've done is targeting, right? The targeting a person what is poorly. So do you know what? You do you. I'll do me, right? And the other thing is, I'm a damn good mother too, right? At least I know where my kid is. At least I know my daughter's asleep in her room and safe at night, not sitting online pretending there's somebody outside my front door to worry a bunch of people and go, oh, I'll contact the police. And don't expect other people to do it in case
Hold on
you
a minute,
actually
Jim.
couldn't
Jim, hold
contact the
on a minute,
police.
yeah? I hope you are good in a courtroom, Justice, yeah? Because I've got you directly threatening me,
And
right? Are you
me.
stupid, right? You had made a direct threat to me last night twice on that recording. Twice. So when the cops come a chapping, you've got nothing.
Actually, the only person what was
You
doing that
and what
was
do you mean you
you.
want me? It's got nothing to do with you. And I never
So that's
doxed her.
another
She doxed
threat there,
herself.
and then take a screenshot of that. That's another intimidation of a threat.
Are you stupid, Justice? She doxed herself.
So you're
I didn't
saying,
actually. Wait a minute,
and she's
Jim.
writing. You
Hold
just
on.
take. I saw I took a screenshot myself.
Yeah, hold on a minute, Jim. Justice, I didn't stop. I was on the phone to Northumbria Police, actually.
Really?
Who's the three women that I doxed?
Because I don't remember Sal being in any box last night.
Yeah, no, I was never in the box last night, no.
No. And I can even prove with screenshots of the comments as well.
I don't have
He didn't
Rosie's
dox
address.
any ones. He didn't even dox
Hold
Roses.
on. Gemma, hold on, Gemma. I don't have Rosie's address. Never had it. And she said so herself last night.
Go back on your own recording and listen to it.
Oh, thanks. False allegations. I know this woman, and I'm going to get her done for harassment as well because she keeps coming on my live all the time, right? And she's always saying things. Prove it, Justice. Do the screenshot where you saw me, yeah, where you saw me put up Rosie's address, an address that I don't have. Go on, you show me. Otherwise, shut your mouth. Be quiet. Get off your keyboard and look after your children. Bad mother.
Next time somebody pretends somebody's at the door, don't expect people not to sit there and ring the police
Oh
and try
yeah,
and get them help. Because every
I
time
know.
somebody
I
says
phoned
that,
the
you
police
do.
when she said somebody's at her door. I phoned them. I was actually on the phone to them on my landline, as they've
Because,
pointed
because,
out.
because, like they say, you don't know if somebody's in that property making her say that. You don't know if somebody's actually telling her not to say she's not safe. You never know. Right? At the end of the day, if you've got small children in that home and you're telling people you've got somebody outside leaving a utensil out there, then damn right you're going to ring that police and make sure they're safe. That is not a criminal offence, that's a welfare check. That's a safety check for children. But then again, because the police are probably informed, and because she's saying there's somebody outside the front door and there's video evidence of that, and because she didn't contact the police herself, then they'll probably contact safeguarding themselves, the police, in regards to it. So either way, she's done it to herself once again because of
So
the things what she said.
So you said 3 people. Justice, go on. Who's the other 2?
It's like anybody, if anybody said it online, you'd have people in them comments contacting the police to make sure they're all right.
Because you've got nothing, Justice, and I'm fed up of you. Bye. See you later. Say bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Justice. That gets rid of her. False allegation, Justice. Do you want to come up or anything like that?
It can't be false allegation if there's video evidence of it. So if you're saying he's done something and there's video evidence of him not doing it.
Actually, did I just see Paul coming in? Where is he?
Hold up. 1, 2.
Trying to scream. Yeah, I'm screaming. Where are you, Paul?
Do you want to go to the shop or not? Yeah? Okay. Do you want anything while you're there? Anything like treats or anything?
Paul, where are you?
Yes.
Hi, Pineapple. Mwah. Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate. So, after last night, where's Paul?
He's there somewhere.
Paul, come out, wherever you are. Hello, Viking Adam. Hang around for a bit. Are you okay, by the way? You all right? So, yeah, okay, everybody. Right. I'm just, did something happen? Oh, yeah, I know what I was doing. Right, sorry. Right. I'm just making sure that I don't do anything that will get me into trouble. So,
incoming transmission.
so I've got these 2, right? Where's Paul? Shout out for Paul, everybody.
Over here. Probably watching on the outside.
Well, I want him in here because he can confirm or deny these allegations.
Yeah. The observer's in here.
That's what I'm talking about, Paul.
Yeah, he's in here.
I don't know it. Is he here?
Yeah, he's fit. I got blocked.
Did you? When? Do you want to come up in the box, Paul?
When did you get what? In this live or in the other live?
Oh, he's up.
Right, first of all, I don't know why whoever it is trying to act silly, because I literally came in and got blocked by somebody who's a moderator in this live. They blocked me straight away. So whoever it is, at least be man enough to own up to it, or woman enough, you know?
I'm not a mod.
Well, whoever it was, somebody blocked me the minute I came in here. I've had to switch accounts.
Well, I'm not surprised after your behaviour last night, to be honest with you.
After my behaviour, Stell. Sorry, love. You messaged me randomly.
I don't have to
You
think at my
messaged
end.
me. Excuse me, lady. This don't concern you for the minute, love. I'll get to you in a minute, hun. Right, Stell. You texted me yesterday, or the day before, whenever, 3 a.m, making accusations about I've been outed for this, that, and the other, whatever. No,
Yeah,
I've
she threw
never
you under the-
communicated with anybody. All I have done is record the lives and upload them. I have not
Right.
spoke to anybody or had any conversations about you with anybody else.
Well, I'm in possession of a recording of
Play
Claire,
it.
Claire saying that you've been doing things for her behind the scenes and recording all my lies for her behind the scenes.
No, darling, I don't even talk to her. I don't
That's
even
what
know
she
her
said.
until yesterday. No,
Yes, it
no.
is. She said it last night.
Yeah, well, that's a lie then, because I haven't even had one conversation with the woman until yesterday. I hadn't ever spoke to her. I record the lives from my channel, yeah? So my channel, I've got everyone on there, not just you. I've got all different kinds of lives on there, and that's all I've ever done, because it's my channel. That's what it's for. I don't
And I
do
just say
personal
one thing. My daughter says to Sally she loves your channel because she watches it every morning.
Well, that's nice. I like to hear that because it makes it
Just to
worthwhile.
let you know that.
But I just want to let you know, I don't do it for personal people, like personal reasons. That's my own channel, and I just upload what I want to upload, what I think is relevant. Now, what other people choose to do with my uploads is their business. I don't know who's taking content from my channel or whatever, you know. But I can categorically say now, I haven't done anything for Claire or for you or for anybody else. I've uploaded the channel because on my channel because it's mine. That's it. I've not had one conversation with anybody.
I believe her. I believe him. You've got no reason to lie.
No, I haven't. If I had been doing that, listen, believe me, I'd tell you straight up right now. I don't hide anything. I'm up front. I have no problem telling you the truth. And to be honest, Stell, you should have had the decency, really, to come and have a chat with me about it first before
When I
believing.
heard you saying last night that I lied about XYZ, yeah?
About what?
Whatever it was you were saying I lied about to them, you were in total agreement with them that I had done something.
Lied
I'd
about
lied.
what, though? You need to say, because I can't just make it up or guess it. What have I said that you've lied about?
Hold on. So, right. I wanted you up here to do something else first of all, right?
Right.
Did you hear Claire say that she never told me that her man hit her?
Yes, yesterday she said that she's never said that he's hit her. Yes, I remember that.
Okay. All right, let me... that's one. I've told you before, when I'm on the phone, get down. Right. So, I'm going to put these three up first, yeah? Because they're quite relevant.
Oh, okay.
White with red stripes through it.
Oh.
How do you do this damn thing?
I don't
Oh,
know, but in
yeah.
the meantime, I do want to point out we did look at that footage of your CCTV, and 100% it looks like it's been edited or doctored because there is a.
Right. The image has not been doctored. How dare you accuse me of that?
Oh,
That image is not been
excuse
doctored.
me, I'm just telling
How
you what
dare
I
you?
noticed on it. Don't dare me,
No,
darling.
you didn't notice that. It's your opinion.
It is
Your
my
opinion, and you said I did it.
It is my opinion, and it's everyone else's
Well,
opinion.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Well,
Yeah?
I'm telling you that's my
that video
opinion.
was never doctored. And as for Chris saying that the lighting changed, yeah, well, of course it changed because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in the back garden.
No, it wasn't just the light that changed. His whole position, his whole body position went from one angle to another angle, instant.
Yeah, because he moved probably. You know, the
What?
man was
Well,
standing
this
away
is a
from me.
fucking
Then
robot, darling. I don't know how he moved. Go and look at your footage again. Play it.
I will play it because I'm pretty sure that that's not right. Hold on, let me get this up first. It's enhancing it, right? Effects. That's what I want. It's in there. So here. So this first one is from Claire. You can all read it before I.
Right, are you okay? I guess that's from you. No,
Yep.
crisis team is here. What's happened? The police are doing nothing to help me. I'm being bullied by Richard's solicitor. He was meant to send money today and he hasn't, and I've got nothing. I've given up. He's won. That doesn't say he's hit her though yet.
I'm coming to all of that, but these are the
Right.
text messages that was between the two of us. Yeah. Would you not say that's a concern when I said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I can see. I've seen all that. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, hang on a minute, Stell. Don't come after me, Durham Justice. I've never come after you, so don't come after me. No, I haven't got any professional skills in footage, but you don't need to. I've got eyeballs, darling. I've got eyes, and I've used them for over 40 years, so I know how they work. And anyone with half a brain can see something's happened to that footage, and it's skipped from one bit to another. Even the conversation skips. So don't sit there trying to make out, whatever. I've got eyeballs.
Do you know the other thing? It was done on a Ring doorbell. So what do you expect?
I've got a Ring doorbell.
Right. So So let me explain this one. Yeah.
Yeah. go
So
on.
she's on the phone to me and she's saying that she needs help. She needs people to be on her side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she sends me, and I said, I don't know how to write these things. I don't know what you're talking about.
Would
Right.
you write me a witness statement that documents that you know about Richard, things I've told you, things you have heard? Were you there that time he had a go at me for being on live at 12:30 a.m. and he pulled the electrics?
Right. So this is what I was trying to tell people. Yeah. She's very manipulative. Yeah. She knows I wasn't there. So why is she saying that? She knows I've never been to that house on the 4th of March. She knows I've never been to that house.
Can I say something very quickly? No.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on, because I'm just going to do these pictures, right? Well, and then you can have a discussion about it, right? Then she done this. Oh, what is it? Oh, that one. Right, guys? She sent me, illegally, she sent me, right? So she actually says to me, fancy trolling Angie, right?
Yeah.
You see the times and dates. I'm sure you're taking screenshots, Paul, so you can see the time and dates, yeah?
Oh, I don't need
Right.
to. The whole thing's being recorded anyway.
Okay, so I don't know, about 20 to 1, I said, have you taken Richard back? Fuck no, why do you think that? At 1 o'clock. Straight afterwards, to deflect and to get away from my questioning, she says, fancy trolling Angie. Because you
Is
know
that
that,
Mrs. Andy?
yeah.
Why would she want to even do that? I don't understand trolling. It's weird.
Angie likes it when I troll her. I'm not a bad troller. I'm just, she likes the drama sometimes, right? She knows what I'm doing. She knows when I go in there and do it.
Your statement, is that the thing she
So-
sent you, like the or what they called the
Yeah.
outline thing?
Yeah, the outline. So this is to tell me what she's wrote, yeah? So that I can copy it,
Right.
right? Why would you send it to me otherwise? It's of no consequence to me, no interest to me, right?
I just want to get to a bit where she said Richard has hit her.
I'm coming to that,
Right.
right? So here we've got, and then she sends me the evidence pages. Now, she was saying last time, lots of other people were saying last night, what's it got to do with you? What's it got to do with you? She's bringing me into it. Do you see that? Can't you see she's actually bringing me into it, dragging me, kicking and screaming into a situation that I don't want to be in?
I can't see that on this page anyway, because all she's put is, why do you think I've taken Richard back?
Why are you sending me the statements? You're not allowed to. It's actually illegal. Justice Durham, can you tell...
I thought they were just
well,
templates, though.
It is contempt of court, yeah.
It's
I
contempt
thought
of
they were
court.
just
So
templates she was sending you, so
Well,
you knew how to
no,
write a statement.
Daft.
Is that not
no,
what they are?
no, they're not. They're actual statements,
Oh, okay, right. I didn't know that.
right? And then there's the arrangements she's made for the contact with Borden, and then there's the evidence pages that she's put up, right? That's what she wanted me to. And then
Right.
you can see I said, I wasn't that interested in it. She says, that's what I've been doing, right? So I said, yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah, let's go troll Angie,
Right.
right? So
No, okay, I get what you're saying there.
there was no, when people are asking me why I've been dragged into it, yeah, or what business it of mine's, she dragged me into it. She dragged me into it.
Right. Have you got any more? Have you got anything where
Yes.
she said?
Yes, I've got it.
Right.
I've just found it,
Oh, okay.
right? I have found it. People, I have found it.
Vice Post Observer. I didn't mean anything nasty by that, by the way.
Oh, okay. Comments can come out wrong,
It's
can't
just
they?
the way I am sometimes. I'm thick as fuck
There
sometimes.
you go.
Oh, no worries. Right, hang on. Right. They are running now. I may as well give up. Why? Because of it, right? But I've got no one or nothing else, and he's broken me so much and broke my nose so badly that I can't meet people face to face. Online is my comfort, and I barely get any time to myself. Do you not think I don't? Well, then she has said he's hit her. Then there, that is
Exactly.
saying he's hit her. So fair's fair. I do need to talk to her about that because she did say yesterday that she's never said he's ever hit her. But by that comment there, that is alluding to the fact that he's broke her nose.
Yeah, because she said multiple times she's never ever said he's ever laid an hand on her. And there's no proof of it anywhere
No,
she's
unless
ever
he
said
broke
it.
her nose telepathically, I don't know how else he could have done it.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, well.
Right. So that's only one of the times that she said it. I mean, in a text message, so I've got it, clear. I can't
Yeah.
show obviously the contents of the statement, yeah, for legal reasons yet, right?
Yeah.
But I can show that. That's a text message, and it's quite clear that she's saying. Even last night, she was saying that she's got agoraphobia and doesn't go out the house much. When somebody had asked her if would it be better if she went offline for a little while, because I'm apparently bullying her, right? So I'm like, no, you're not going to get away with going online, and you've been bullying me because Friday night you did it, Saturday night you did it, Sunday night and Monday night now, right? So any complaint she makes to the police about me harassing her is just been straight out the window because she's done 4 lies 4 straight nights in a row after she's telling people that I'm harassing her. I don't know if you heard, Paul, but I actually phoned the police out of concern last night when she said somebody was at her door. Yeah. I made a welfare check call and a report to Northumbria Police. I phoned them this morning and I said to them, I've not got an
Did you
answer.
say you done a welfare check?
I told them a welfare check. I told them what's
Yeah,
been going on.
I know. You'll probably deny this, but I know if you did do that, you didn't do that out of worry. You done that because you knew it would help with the social services case. Because you're very clever. You're very clever, and I know you would have helped.
Wait a minute, Paul. She said there was somebody banging on her door. So I will correct it. I will tell you the exact dimension of the call. I actually reported her for online bullying last night, and while I was on a call to them, she said somebody was at the door, and I said to the police officers, "There's somebody at the door." She said, "There's somebody at the door banging on the door. You might have to go there and have a look and see what's going on."
But why did you care when she's been doing a whole awareness on you all night?
Because she said somebody.
I don't care if someone's at your bloody door. I hope they bloody get you. If it was me,
Well, there was somebody at the door
we can't
last
have
night.
that happen, can we? Really? Then we would be bad as the person.
There was somebody at the door last night. She said she was very worried about it because of what was being said. So I said to the police that that's what she's been saying. While I was still on the phone to the police, from my landline number, so they know it wasn't me, they heard her on the phone saying that somebody put a kitchen utensil on the door. Well, I phoned them this morning to get the reference number so that I can hand it over to the lawyers and the social services. And I said to him, "Oh, can you make sure you give me the right number, because there might have been 2 incidents last night at that address." And the woman checked it up, and when she came back, and it's not breaking any GDPR, she said, "There's only 1 incident number for that address last night." I said, "Are you sure?" She went, "Yeah, it's yours." I said,
I
"Okay."
personally think, Stell, you either need to have this out with her offline on a phone privately or on here. You both
Well,
need to be in the same live, and you both need to just
no,
air this shit
we've
out
done
and
that,
come to a
Paul.
conclusion.
Right? We've done that. We've done the phone calls, and Durham will back me up here. Yeah, she manipulated me the whole time, because she knows I couldn't show the evidence, the real evidence, right? And she was saying things like, "Well, Stell, isn't it true that you did this? And did I not come to your aid?" And no, go back a bit. And then she said, "Right, show the message then between me and you saying I broke, that Richard broke my nose." She knew I couldn't show it until now. Till now, I couldn't show it. Yeah,
Well, that's what I mean. So now you can show it. But
and now I
also,
can show it.
I do want to get to that video again, though, Stell.
What video do you want?
The CCTV footage. I want to show you where it
We could
clips.
serve it though. I think you both should have it out online or
Could
behind.
you prove you called the police last night? I came back. Just give him chance.
Could you prove the? I don't have to. First of all, I don't have to prove anything,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
just be careful how you talk to Maggie. She's vulnerable and she's my very close friend.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
just-
care, Paul. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. Yeah, if you don't believe me,
No,
get off my
she's not
life.
saying that. She's saying, in case it comes back on you, are you able to prove it so you don't get in trouble? That's what she's
Okay,
saying.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, I can prove it, and I've even got a recording of the phone call last night and this
Hold on
morning
one
where
sec, love.
I spoke to the police both times, that this morning and last night, and I now have in my possession a text message from Northumbria Police. Okay. Yes, I did it. I've covered myself. But you see, what happened is last night is she showed these messages on her live when she said, "Oh, you left your phone open and all these messages came up, so we screenshotted it and we read them." Well, okay, so if these messages have come up, yeah, you've brought them to the internet and put them out there when they weren't in the open source in the first place, but she claims they were. Then fine, let's bring it on and bring it and zoom into it so that everybody can see what it actually says, not just her picking and choosing what messages she thinks that she should put up. Does that make a sense, Paul? Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. To be honest, I'll be blatant with you. I've only got certain things that I'm interested in with this. The rest of it is you're going to say whatever you're going to say. She's going to say whatever she's going to say. None of us were actually there and involved personally, so we can only go by what you all say, you know.
Right,
Unless you
hold on.
provide your evidence, like what you're doing now.
There you go. Right, if anybody wants to see it, Northumbria Police. That was texting me at 11:39 this morning. Okay, there you go. That's the number. If you want to see it clear and you want to call them up about it, be my guest. It's public knowledge.
Yeah, I just want to see that CCTV footage so I can show to you. I'll point out where we think that it looks like it's been cut. All right, and then we can get Durham's opinion while he's here.
Right, where was it? Where was it?
Is this ever going to end?
Your mic's really low, Durham. I don't know if you know. I can barely hear you. I don't know if anyone else can.
It's because I'm on a tablet and also my partner's asleep because she's
Oh, okay.
trying to be quiet.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Paul, and I'll do it later. Yeah, actually, I'll do. I know what you're talking about now. Maybe, possibly, right? There was identifying marks in that video that I didn't want to be put out there
Identify marks on who?
of my property.
No, but the angle didn't change that drastically. No.
Right behind him was my address is on the back door, and I didn't want that to be seen.
Well, I'm just going to get the video up myself. I'm just there now because I want to
I know
check.
what you're talking about, but right behind the copper, yeah, right behind him is my address. It's on the back gate.
Well, I ain't a bitch till you make me one. Pushing my buttons, I go off like a shotgun.
Nikki, what you doing?
Oh, call me.
I don't
Shirley,
like that
what,
song, me.
Shirley, what are you doing,
Oh,
love?
I don't know. Nikki was playing music. So there's the text message for everybody
Have
else.
you blocked Justice again?
What?
Have you blocked Justice again? She's been blocked again.
I don't want her anywhere near me, Paul. I don't care. I don't want her.
You
I don't
can't
want her
pick
near
and
me.
choose. She was in here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, listen. I've just showed a lie that she told last night, and Justice is still sitting there questioning it, and I'm not having it. Yeah. Here is the text message saying that he broke her nose badly, yet she has denied it online, saying that she ever said that. She has done it in phone calls. I never said that. You did say it, Claire. There it is in your text message.
Yeah, you have proved that. You've got the text there. So,
You said that
you've
Richard
definitely
broke your
proved that.
nose and you can't go out and your online is your only comfort. You were saying last night on live to some guy who's told you to take a rest from the internet, you said, I'm agoraphobic because of my DA and I don't go that. So, hi, Crystal. The internet was your only outlet. But don't you have to drive your kid to the school and back every day? Don't you have to go and pick him up and bring him back and to nursery school?
I've got that clip still.
Yeah, go on then.
It should be any second now. It'll come up. I don't want to miss it. Oh, you're right, Laura, love. I'm all right, hon. Right.
So hopefully I can do this. Yeah.
Well, you've done it.
Only Stell can make me big
What's
box.
that, Justice? What's that?
At the moment, we've got one returning phone to you, which I'll give to you now, and I'll open the bag for you. Just before I do that, obviously we've had a discussion about the terms of returning this back to you. And that includes, the reason why we see stuff initially is to prevent them from being concealed, lost, altered or damaged. In this case, we're giving you a phone back, but there is a risk to us in regards to evidence. Yeah. What I'm going to do
Right here.
is...
Watch. There you go.
Right?
Oh, it's a different clip. That's why it's two different clips.
Videos.
Oh, it's two different clips. See, I thought it was all one clip.
No, the thing only does like, I don't know, 30 seconds of each clip, so you have to click them.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah, there was two clips. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, because it blatant. You can see it went to two different clips. That's what. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just the way the phone, the camera does that thing. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, I'm all right, Grace, love. Hope you're all right. Go on, Jenny. Ask your question, love. What is it? Oh, Kaz something is saying no, it's not.
No, it's not what. Yes, it was a
Jamie.
it was a doorbell camera. A Eufy doorbell camera. Do you want me to go outside and take a picture of it and put it on screen for you now?
Hello, I only want to come on quick. You know, when you had that text message, Stell, to say that she'd had a broken nose.
Yeah, here. It's up there.
Right. Did you ring social services then?
Do you know what, Jenny? It's got nothing of your business whether I did or not. Right? The police had already dealt with this. Okay? They already came out and arrested the man for it. Okay?
But if I had a text message from a friend, and in that text message my friend said he's just broke my nose,
No, she didn't. No, read it properly. Get it right, Jenny. Read it properly. We're talking about something, yeah? And she's saying they are running. I said they're running now. And Dunham knows who I'm talking about. And she says, I might as well give up. No, it's the 29th of March. It's 6 weeks after this is supposed to have happened, yeah? And I said, she said, I might as well give up. And I said, why? Because of a bunch of fishwives. People like you, Jenny, funny enough.
No, but
And she said...
How can you turn
And she
so
said,
quickly, Stell?
because you're just calling me a liar.
No,
when
I'm asking a question, Stell.
Well, read the text message. This is only a part of a big, very long message, yeah?
No, but
Very
still,
long, going out to span. Hold on,
it
Paul,
does say in that message, he's broke
Paul,
my
hold
nose
on.
so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul, hold on. This is a part of a very long text message that was back and forwards between her and me over 4 months. Yeah,
I understand
Over
that bit.
4
I get that bit. I understand that
So
bit.
she never said to me before that he broke her nose, yeah? She told me then. This is when she started saying that, but I've got no one or nothing else, and he's broken me so much and broken my nose so badly that I cannot meet people face to face or online.
So it does state he's broken her. He's broken her nose. So did you not have concerns then? I know it's not now. I know it's not now. I know it was before. But didn't you have a concern then? I'm not coming against you, Stell. I'm just
Okay,
people ask you
let me
questions.
answer.
No, but let me finish, Stell. People are asking you questions, and you turn so quickly on people.
Nobody questioned her last night. Not one question. I read it, and I've got the whole thing recorded. Yeah, not one person questioned what she was putting up last night. Not one. When she put things up, people were saying, "Yeah, that's Stell. Yeah, that's Stell. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that." Yeah, I'm putting stuff up, and you're all going, "Well, weren't you concerned?" No, I wasn't. I wasn't concerned, Jenny. Is the straight answer to that, for a good reason. I didn't believe it.
So whilst you was a friend, you didn't believe that a lady that's come to you and said, he's broke my nose. You didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it.
Okay.
You want to ask me why? Or are you just going to sit there and say it?
But yet,
hold on.
Hang on. No, you said you don't believe her there. Yeah, at the time you didn't believe it. But yet you're very quick to believe her ex.
Yes.
He's telling you.
That's a very good question, but that's what I'm saying. Instead of coming for me all the time, yeah, Jenny, why don't you ask me why I didn't believe it?
Why didn't you believe it, Stell?
Because on the night that this incident was supposed to have happened, yeah, right, the police were at the door, the police were in the house, and if she had a broken nose, she would have been taken to hospital. He would have been charged with that, yeah. Instead, the man was arrested, yeah, at the time for a breach of the peace or some crap like that, right? A minor charge, right, to arrest him. He was bailed for 14 days not to go back to the house, right? That was his conditions. He has never touched her. And the first time she ever broke up this broken nose business was then. That's the first time she ever texted me and told me he broke her nose. And I was like, what the, It was the same day, and Durham Justice will back me up on this, and Angie Cass and a few other people that are in here. It was the same day that she went on a live and told 2 women, Karen L. James, 3 women, sorry, Karen L. James, Must, and Paralegal, right? What she said this is her exact words, right? If I get a non-mall against my partner, yeah, will he still be allowed to come to the house to pick up his child? And they said, certainly not. If you get a non-mall, right, then he's not allowed near the house. And it was assumed. And then one of them stepped in and said, paralegal's a real paralegal, even though she wasn't licensed at the time. That's a different story, and I won't go into that, right? Right, but she is trained. And she picked up and she said, well, wait a minute, right? She said, there's a difference. Was there violence used? And she said, yes, he broke my nose. That was the very first time she ever mentioned it. Yeah. So much so, and I can put up the video for that, right? That they held a kangaroo court, right?
When she was court? What's a kangaroo court?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, listen.
It's a hypothetical situation. What can happen? What actually hasn't happened. So
they were basically,
that's what it means.
Yeah, they were basically mocking the shit out of her.
They did mock up, and we went for them for that.
And we went for him for that because she didn't deserve that whatsoever. I mean, I had the original videos of that. I haven't got them anymore, but we helped Claire because it was disgusting.
See, now you've explained it, Stell. People, myself, I understand it more now. But when I first come in, I first asked you went like a bull in a china shop.
But Jenny, I'm sick of people saying to me, right? Where's the evidence? When she was laughing up her sleeve, yeah, behind your backs, yeah, because she knew up until today I could not show these messages, yeah. She knew that, right? And she was sniggering and laughing behind your backs, and because she's a woman, you automatically believed her, right?
No, it's nothing to do with
Not like that, though.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. I tell you what it is.
100%.
You're the one. No, hang on. You are the one, right, that has brought this to her. You're the one that's gone to attack her because she demodded you and everything else. You've then outed her business, so she's in defence. You're the one that's actually on the attack.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Let's see. There's another statement, Paul, where you're wrong. Yeah, there was stuff going on behind the scenes, and I've just explained it to you, and I showed you. Yeah,
Yes,
she was.
The app. This wasn't on the app before.
I may have brought it to the app. Yeah, but behind the scenes, she was having a go at me because I would not make a false statement against her husband, or partner. Sorry, right? She was in a long-term relationship with, and she often referred to him as husband as well. So that's why I keep saying it. Sorry.
And you know, you said as well, you've only been able to show this message now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between showing it now and before?
Well, so I've got messages from her, and she's been threatening me that if I do this, she's going to go to the police. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. But last night, she put these messages on screen. She brought them to the public platform, and she outed them. So I said, okay, well, you done it in a little picture on your phone, yeah, on your phone screen. I'm now going to show people exactly what the messages actually say, so you can all read them for yourselves, right? And she said she never told me that he broke her nose, and there it is in a message that she did. And she told Karen L. James Must and family paralegal. I believe Red was there at the time it happened, because Red was the one that alerted me to the kangaroo court, and I went in there and I was fuming. But it seems that because I'm a man, I get questioned, because the comments last night.
No, you brought it to the app, so you're going to get questioned. If she brought it to the app, app about you, and it was the other way, we would all question her.
Okay, why did you not question the stuff she brought to the app about me last night? All the stuff she said about me last night in my personal life, why did nobody question it?
Well, because she was showing images and text messages, so there was nothing to question. It was there in black and white.
Which is the same as in you just brought black and white that she said about the broken nose, but before she didn't. So okay, we've seen it now that she said that she hasn't, but she has said it. So that's that one done. But you can't bring it to the app and expect nobody to question that.
It's not a male and a female thing. And if you knew anything about me, Stella, you would realise that in my past, I've had explosive rows with women on this app, let me tell you. Jenny can tell you. So for me, it's not a female or a male thing. It's what's right and what's wrong. That's it. End of for me.
It doesn't matter if you're man or male. This happens to men and it happens to women.
Yep.
But I think you've just got to accept, Stell, that people are going to question, like the video of the doorbell. Okay, you're saying that you don't want to do that. You don't want to show your door number. Totally acceptable. Now, I'm not being funny, but we can see that parts of
the doorbell footage, the number isn't even in the back there anyway.
Well, no, even if but what I'm saying is that, say if somebody's got his street name, people can just go and you can see the things around in the video that would associate that house to him. So why would you worry more about a doorbell, about the number on the doorbell?
Okay, you can't, Jenny, because I live in a cul-de-sac, but I'm right at the end of the cul-de-sac in the park. So I live in an old manor park. Yeah, it's an old manor house. And it's
I don't know if you realise that, but most people actually know where you are anyway.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say that, Paul, obviously.
So you can't
people walk, unless it is unless every single house is totally different, people can go with that recording and say, okay, this was in the thing, you know, if you stand here, this is the house. People on TikTok delve so deep into finding things, Stell, for you to crop a part of the video, which is important. Let me finish.
Jenny, stop. You cannot walk into this property and find this particular house. You're not allowed to. It's got gates on it. It's got this bits on it. You can't do it. So people can only stand in that cul-de-sac and look over. They can't actually see what the place is called.
So now you live in a bloody mansion, Stell. You live in like
not a mansion. It's not a mansion.
A castle.
It's not a mansion. It's not a castle. It's a
So
little
why
house.
didn't you say you've had to clip it? You know, people have had to. If people have worked it out and have come to you and asked you why you clipped it.
Yeah, they can do it.
It took me 2 seconds to realise he was an estate agent, and that was just the first bit of info I found. It took me 2 seconds to find that.
What, that was an estate
Can I
agent?
just ask one question?
Hold on a minute, Jenny, hold on a minute. What do you mean you found out in 2 minutes I was an estate agent?
A little search.
I didn't say that. Paul said that.
I know, I'm asking Paul.
I just said to you, a few little search online, and I found a few little bits.
Like
One
what?
being previous employment, as well as anything else. He used to be in property.
Paul, you are funny.
I know. You can tell people.
I just know how it is, Jenny. There's
What was the company called?
Oh, I can't remember now. I could probably Google it up again, but yeah,
There's a few, isn't there, I think?
That's right.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask one question, because I am actually working, Stell. You keep saying about us sitting on our asses. I am currently working, okay? So when you say...
Well, why are you on TikTok then if you're working?
Because I'm on a break.
And she's self-employed, it's her company.
And
I'm self-employed, I have my own business. So please, when you say, you know, all of us mums, I work from 7:45 in the morning till God knows what time. I have my headphone on now. I've actually proved it to Paul in messages, what I do, okay? And I just want to ask this one question before I go. It's not relative.
I used to work from home as well.
I don't work from home, Stell.
Well, I did.
Well, you might have, but I don't. You might sit on your arse on a sofa at home. I don't.
Do you work in a business premises?
I am self-employed out on the road, Stell.
So, okay, where do you charge your phone?
So I don't sit in my house on my sofa.
Where do you charge your phone?
I've got an in-car charger, Bab. Why do you want me to put the video camera on and show you?
No, it's
For God's
fine.
sake, Stell. How are you charging your phone? Are you sat on your sofa now, Stell, at home?
Do you claim petrol for that car?
I am self-employed, Stell.
And do you charge petrol for that car?
Driver, no, you can.
What's the company called? Alexandra Villas, by any chance?
Carry on, sir. No, hang on, Paul. What was you saying? Who's just said that? What did Coffee Cup just say?
I says, does it matter where you're working, whether you're a wagon driver or what? What's the good to do?
Right, thank you. So, Stell, why are you asking me that question?
Stell was mocking people. He was mocking.
I'm not mocking. I'm not mocking.
You do, Stell. You keep saying all of us mums sofa services when you are sitting on your sofa.
Listen, I'm retired, right? I'm retired. I've got a right to sit in my arse now, yeah, with my own money. So be quiet, Jenny. Right? I asked you a question. Do you claim petrol allowance for your car as part of your business?
My petrol miles, I do, yes.
Right. That's fraud then.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why now?
Because that engine is charging your battery and you're using that battery to charge your phone to sit on here.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, Stell, this is where you really do...
Paul, if they want to be pernickety, that's what I'm going to be just as bad. And you don't like it.
Bad. You sat here the other day and made a statement.
You don't like it. Sorry.
You called them all bums and saying they all sit
most of them are bums.
Claim you see. No, it's crap.
Most of them are bums. Right? Simple as that. Most of them are.
But you're the one that's the worst. You're sitting on here.
I'm retired.
Dal, if you want to report me, okay?
At the moment.
Right?
If you want to report me, Stell, for using my phone or battery, whatever.
Anyway, our voice has gone through me now. I'm trying to do something. Right. What's
that company, Alexandra Villas?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with me, them. No.
Chester Court?
No.
Okay. I'll keep looking, don't worry.
It's a limited company.
So why are you live this morning again?
Because she put out these messages, and so I'm going to prove to everybody that she did tell me that Richard had broken her nose. She brought it to... Oh, I'm actually going to put that one in. Hold on a second.
I'm getting fucking sick of this.
I know, darling. It's what happens when you open a can of worms.
I'm getting sick of it also.
All right, Joe, love.
And I did actually... I did actually, by the way, send all this stuff to the lawyer yesterday.
Hey, Kelly, you're right, love.
All the messages have been sent to the lawyer. So I want to go with this one first, right? Bear with me a second. I think
I'm getting sick to fuck of it because my partner was brought into it last night.
Right, am I going to get dropped, or can I ask a quick question before I go and I have to go back to work? You know, I've got to pay for the petrol and that in my car.
Good.
Yeah. So can I ask one question, Stell? Do you agree with Ranji on the app? Did you used to sit in lives with the information on Ranji that was put out?
What do you mean?
You know Rangi, sorry. Did you ever
LCS News?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Did you ever watch those lives that went on?
I've seen them, yeah. I have seen them, yeah.
Okay, and do you think he's in the right or in the wrong?
What has that got to do with me?
I'm just asking a question.
It shows your character. It shows your character.
I'm just asking a question. That's all, Stell. How do you feel about that? I know it's a different situation, but how do you feel about that
Don't
situation?
let her back up again. Yeah, nobody let her back up again, because what she's trying to do...
No, Jem, you used to sit in the box.
No. What she's trying to do is...
Hold on 1 second. Yes, I knew Ranga, right? Before I found a lot of information out about him and what got passed to me, okay? So understand that I didn't support him. I actually knew him, okay?
No, but Jem, wasn't you
Let me
one of the
finish.
ones that
Hold
was
on 1
mocking
second.
Michelle?
What it is, right? Hold on 1 second. I'll explain this. Right, I'm suing the local authority for what I went through as a child, okay? So before I actually started taking legal action, I actually I went into one of his lives, right? So I was actually asking for support. That's actually how I knew him, okay? So at that time, I didn't know anything about him until I got made aware of it, right? And until then, I actually said to people, show me the proof of it, then I'll take that decision. At that time, and nobody was showing me the proof. It was only one person was showing me the proof, and it was somebody called Richie on this, who actually, one of my mods, who actually shared me the information. Once they shared me that information, I stopped going into that live, and I started going into Karen L's, right? And that is where I went in there, and more information came out about him. I don't want to associate with somebody like that. I got SA'd as a child myself, right? I don't like people like that. These are the people I protect my daughter from her whole life, and my son, right?
That's
so I'm
well
not
and good,
going to have
Jem, but
any association with that person.
Part of the people that was mocking Michelle, yeah, Crown Prosecution Online. Wasn't you body shaming her at one point?
No. What body shame? Say that again, sorry.
Wasn't you mocking her and body shaming her at one point?
When?
A while back. Michelle, Crown Prosecution Online.
I don't body shame anybody.
Well, according to her, you went after her.
I don't body shame anybody. I tell people not to do it to other people because of mental health, and you never know what they're going through.
I hope you're telling the truth, because she
No, I do tell the truth. I've got no reason to lie.
She will come with evidence.
Yeah, Michelle's a friend of mine as well, so I'll even ask her. But it's the first I knew about this.
Exactly. You can ask her. I've not. Tell her to show evidence, because I haven't.
Right.
I know for a fact I haven't.
Coffee Cup Durham, do you know any of this?
About what? About Jem?
Did Jem do anything to Michelle?
I wouldn't know. I'll have to speak to Michelle about that, but
Yeah.
she's never mentioned it ever.
No, it's never been mentioned to me either. And Michelle has actually been in here when Jem's there and said nothing.
I've just shared
So
it, so if I can get her in.
So I'm not sure. Anyway, you're digressing. This has got nothing to do with Rangi or fucking hell, these two, right? This is about what Claire done last night. So this is a sort of message. I think this is before or after. So she went into Karen L. James Must and Paralegals live. It all blew up. It was terrible. We all went in there to defend Claire. And she said, I haven't tried to keep my child away, which is what she was doing. Claire has already been done with parent alienation against another ex-partner, right? Her daughter, she tried to alienate her daughter against another partner.
You're right, Vimto. Yeah, I'm all right, love.
She changed the schools of the daughter and didn't tell the father for quite some time. And when he found out about it, they went to court and everything, and she said, oh, it was an accident and I forgot to tell him, blah, blah. And the court found that she had caused parent alienation. Now, she was telling this group of women that she's been done.
Would you be able to let him come up still?
Wait a minute. I'm talking. I don't. So I need to just. Well, you can talk when I'm doing between the photos. This is important, yeah. Right. She was telling these two women, right, that that she was done for parent alienation, and that's why they started taking the piss out of her, right? So she says, I haven't tried to keep my child away, but the screen recording says I deserve to be punched. The only reason they knew that, and this is what I'm trying to land, yeah, Paul, the only reason they knew that she had been, what it says there, right, is because she told them that. She told them.
That's why they did the kangaroo court on it.
That's why they did the kangaroo court on her.
And Karen L. James says she deserved it.
Exactly.
And they're all taking a piss. That's why we jumped in. And that was at 4 o'clock in the morning. They'd done a 24-hour live. And that's why I jumped in and started recording them at 4:05 in the morning. Because I thought it was disgusting how they could belittle somebody who'd just gone up to ask for help. And plus, I didn't like it anyway. I'm a survivor of domestic violence myself. And I don't think they should have the right to take the piss. So initially, yeah, we went in to help her.
You're right, Vimto.
And I was in the box with Karen L. James, and we were arguing, and they said, well, we didn't quite do it like that. It was a laugh, and she's saying, look, they've blocked all 3 of my accounts, right? Tell them to unblock me. Stell, play the clip. I mean, look, 48, 49, 49, 49. She's panicking, yeah? Tell them unblock me. I said, they blocked me now. Because I played the clip back to them and they blocked me. So there you go. And this is all around. So that's 2 people, at least I've got evidence that she said she had been hit.
You're right, Vimto.
Yeah, I've been listening to you guys for a little while now. And me and Queen were talking last night, and she did tell me about Jem body shaming her.
Yeah, told me.
Sorry, say that again?
Queen's told me a couple of times about Jem body shaming her.
Oh, when? Okay.
Can you tell me when them posts are body shamed?
Just after Christmas. It was just after Christmas.
When?
I don't know. I've just told you what she said to me.
No, if you're telling me I've done something when I know I haven't, I'd like to know when. I want to see video evidence of it because I don't body shame anybody.
I would hold the phone on that because Queen videos everything. She will have it.
Yeah.
Go on then.
She's
not. Okay, we'll get back to that in a minute,
Paul,
guys.
Hold on. She's not in today, Paul. She's out. She can't come on. I've shared it to her.
Okay, right. It's all right.
Okay, listen, guys, we'll talk about that in a minute. This is about the messages last night, yeah? So don't try and hijack my life. So here you can see, right, at 8:53 in the morning, yeah? Right? When she was supposed to take her child to the nursery for 9, yeah? she is texting me saying, sorry, I'm a bit zombied, right? Don't know, but I've been told if he does, I have to leave, right? And I put, who said that? The police. I said, but you've been living there.
Well,
How long
sorry,
have you been there?
can you kick Shirley out of the box, Welsh nanny or whatever, because she's making noise and it's distracting me. I can't even hear you. I don't know
Yeah.
what's
Somebody
going
get her
on.
out.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, okay. Don't let her back up, Ange. Right. So here she's supposed to be in a car that day. Oh, no, sorry, I take that back. It's a Sunday. Sorry, I take that back. It's a Sunday morning, so there was no driving. Right. However, she said she's a bit zombied. Right now, some people could say, "Oh, yeah, it's she was drinking the night before or whatever." Yeah, you could say that, and I would, go along with that in a way. Right, but she sends me messages like that. Again, in the morning, yeah, I've survived the Zopper, but I'm a bit zombied. You see?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah, but she's
So,
never denied not taking them, I don't think, has she?
she did. Because when I
Oh,
blew up at her that day, right? She said she'd only been taking them since the man left the house. And we've got a video 2 years ago where she said she was taking zoppies, right? And
yeah.
zoppies are, there's an NHS directive that you're only supposed to get so many a month or whatever. And if you're telling the doctors that you could SH, yeah, they only give you 3 at a time. Now, she told me on the phone that she was buying them from somewhere, right? She was never prescribed them. And I don't know any doctor that would prescribe Zoppy with Valium, right? Because Valium shuts down your nervous system or it shuts down your respiratory system, yeah? Right? Oh, they've all gone. I don't know where they've gone.
Stell,
Maybe they're
I was on Zopiclone at one stage, prescribed by the psychiatrist for my sleeping, and they won't give you. They actually did give me Valium and Zopiclone at the same time.
they.
Yeah, they gave that. To be honest with you, the amount of medication I was on, I couldn't operate. I had to bring myself off them. They give me multiple.
Well, like Jacqueline's just said as well, yeah, Zopiclone would never be prescribed alongside diazepam, and I
Yeah,
know that because I've asked them for it. I've been on Valium for nearly 30
Sorry,
years.
I'm on amitriptyline for nerve damage, and you can't mix that because it
But
can shut down your
I'll get
airways.
Zopiclone and diazepam together right now.
yeah,
Well, lucky you, because I can't.
yeah, they gave me both, and I couldn't operate. It was horrible.
Oh, in a hospital setting, Jacqueline says.
No, at home. I'll get that at home. I could send you a picture of the dates that I get them prescribed as well.
Right, well, I
I'll
can't.
get them together.
Yeah, I was prescribed at home as well.
I said to the doctor once, somebody told me about Zopiclone, can I have some? And they said, no effing way. My dosage of Valium is far too high.
I'll get 5 milligrams of diazepam and 7.5 of Zopiclone, so
5, yeah.
5.
7.5.
5 mils of diazepam and
Yeah.
7.5 of Zopiclone, so I'll get them prescribed together.
Okay, well, I'm on 4 10s a day.
Oh, that might be why then.
And I also take another one, I won't say it on here, but yeah, I take another one as well. Hey, get down, cat. Fucking hell. So that we're all clear. I don't know where Paul's gone.
I don't know. I'm just trying to have something to eat. I'm diabetic and I'm shaking. So that's why I'm
So
muted.
this is another text message she sent to me, right, where she actually says what it is, yeah? The bees crisis team won't prescribe me anymore D and Zopiclone Ethers. Why? Because I'm discharged from their care today. And that's on the 19th of March. So where is she getting them from now? If she's been discharged, now people in the thing have said, in normal circumstances would not be prescribed. Yeah, Jacqueline. So people have said they've got these two things together, right? And one said it's from a psychiatrist. I don't know where you got
She
yours
would have
from.
to go back through the GP
I'll
and
get
for them to
mine.
be assessed.
I'll get mine because the mental health team wrote
Oh,
to my
okay,
doctor.
right. So you get them from mental health team, yeah?
No, well, I was, but now I get
Yeah.
them prescribed through my GP
Yeah,
because
but they started it, right?
the
So
mental health team. Yeah.
so I
It's like
right.
the doctors prescribe. It's like them
Jem,
prescribing
hold
the
on.
drug.
Yeah, Jem, hold on a minute. We know about that, but I'm interested in Vimto for a minute, right? She might be able to answer this. If the mental health team discharge you, are you still allowed to take them?
Yes, my
Because,
GP still prescribes them now.
well, she's saying they won't give her them.
Well, she's lying because
That's her
well,
text.
I can't say she's lying. All I can tell you is that's not the truth as far as I know. I get them
Well,
both prescribed from my GP through
that's
the
what she
mental
wrote to
health
me.
That's
people.
because
That's what she
you
wrote
into
to
the
me.
care of your GP. That's yeah. Vimto.
So
They hand you
What
from
they
the
would
crisis
so
team.
what they would do is the mental health crisis team. What they would do send a letter referring to your GP
Yeah.
regarding the prescription
Medication.
what they put you on, so they can carry that prescription on, and that's what
Okay.
they would actually do. So they would give her a certain amount of medication to last her until the doctor could actually give it her, and normally within 24 hours. If it's a weekend they discharge you, they'll probably give you the weekend dose or tell you to go back for your weekend dose and then see your doctor on the
They're only
Monday.
there to give you the medication, right? In emergencies, they
All
refer you
areas
to
are
the doctors.
different
Yeah.
though. I've been told that I need, for example, I've been told that I need melatonin. Now every month I have to purchase my melatonin because the doctors only give it to a child under a certain age or with ADHD, and then I was told after a certain age, they give it from the NHS. But my friend in 35 miles away gets it from her doctor. So bear that in mind, that different areas, again, my parents that live 35 miles away, my mum's on different sleeping tablets, but my doctor won't give me them sleeping tablets in my area.
That's a
Does
discussion, isn't it?
melatonin work? Sorry to ask.
Yeah, well, I've been on amitriptyline for sleep for about 25 years. I'm on 100
on that.
milligrams a night
I'm up.
and 100 milligrams a night.
I'm only on 30 a day. And
I'm on
that's
100, and
Wow.
after, like I say, I've been on it about 20, 21 years. So I'm
You'll get
trying
a
to,
higher dosage because of your tolerance.
Yeah.
yeah. So I've been on them for that long. So I'm trying to wean myself off, but the side effects are too much. So the doctors have now said, "Oh, you go on to melatonin." Now I have to purchase my melatonin, and to be fair, I have seen a difference, but I am on 20 milligrams of melatonin a night.
Jackie, do you want to come up? Jacqueline, do you want to come up? Jacqueline's actually a medical practitioner.
You'll be lucky if you get paracetamol out of a doctor, to be honest, today. You can't get anything.
No, I went back to the doctors yesterday and I seen a different doctors in this, and I was like, please, I can't, I have to buy my melatonin. I could 1 month I might not have enough money to go and be able to buy it, so that's me not sleeping. And he's like, we can't give you it. But like I say, my friends that live 35 miles away, she gets it from the doctor, no issue. So areas are different with medication.
They are.
Right, yeah. So Jackie's just said, yeah, it's against the usual guidelines, but local prescribing directors can be different. She's at work, so she can't come up. But so there is a difference.
Yeah, like I say, some places do give them. Some people give sleeping tablets out willy-nilly. Some people can't. Like I say, I've been told that I have to come off amitriptyline. One doctor told me I have to drop 50 milligrams a night. You can't do that when you've been on it for that long.
They was hesitating about giving it to me because I'm on 60 mil codamol. I'm on Pregab for pain and nerve and medication and other stuff. So they are very fussy when they do give you certain medication. I do know that. And diabetic as well.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to jump in to say that different areas do give different medication. My daughter is on medication that she had from the GEM Centre, which is around here, which is a bit like it's like a different clinic. It's not a hospital, but it's a different clinic for children. She was prescribed that from them. Now, when it went through to the doctors, the following month, the doctor wouldn't give it to her because they didn't feel that it was necessary, even though she's been prescribed it. So and that's in the same area. So it's just different doctors think different things. It shouldn't be like that. It should be the same for everybody. But
Right. I know you're screen recording people, right? Whoever's there doing it, right? So I'm going to put it out there because I don't really care. But I did the same as Jenny. I bought Zopiclone. I've done it, and it's very easy to do.
I wouldn't buy stuff like that because I think it would affect me because I was on so much of a high dose of amitriptyline. If I knew, I kept saying to them, if you're reducing me at say 50 milligrams, that's fine to get me off the amitriptyline, but you need to give me something else as well, and they won't.
Yeah.
They just, and I won't purchase off. I buy the melatonin, but I buy that through a proper medicated.
Oh no, I did not. I bought it from pharmacy online.
See, I don't think I would risk it. That's just personally me. I would love to. I'd love to get some bloody sleep because I just don't sleep.
No, I did. No, I went through a proper pharmacy online thing.
You can buy them from there.
Yeah.
Are they expensive or not?
About 30 quid, I think they are. £30 a box.
Oh, I don't know. I'd be too drugged. I would be sitting on the sofa all day then, Stell, so I wouldn't be able to go to fucking work.
Well, I was on similar. I was on the anitriptyline. I've been on it most of my life.
Who's taking the most drugs here from it?
Huh? I was on it most of my life. And I done the same thing. I came down off of it because it wasn't doing the job anymore. Came down, and then I took this other one alongside because I was having problems anyway with this new epileptic drug that I was taking, which it was doing its job, but it was giving me problems with the anitriptyline. So it was either stop that or stop the anti-epileptic drug. And since it was doing its job, I thought, well, hold on a second,
Yeah, I'd love to come off amitriptyline. Honestly, I'd love to, but
and then I had sleep problems because of it.
Yeah. See, I need my sleep because I work still. Right, I'm going now before I get into another argument.
And you know what, Jenny? I was working full time at the time as well. I had a full time job at the time. And just so you know, my contract was up in March, so I stopped working in March. The job is no longer available. It was a government job. They asked me if I wanted to move to another area, but I'm too old for that crap now.
My argument was, Stell, you shouldn't. It annoys me when I hear you say all about us sofa people. We
listen.
make
You know as well as I do. It's half true. Yeah.
It's not half true. I'm not getting into another argument. I'm not. I'm off, Stell.
Well, ask Justice what she does for a living.
I don't need to ask Justice. Justin has a child with extra needs. She has children.
Really?
Yes. Which I think she's already told you that she.
I know. I know.
So you can't say then that she doesn't do anything, Stell. That was my argument with you. You can't say to people, you can't. Oh,
then Jenny,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Were you in her live last night?
I was watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in between stuff. Yeah.
Right. Why did you never ask any questions about the crap she said about me without receipts? Why did you never go in there and say? And don't forget, I was watching it myself. Yeah, so I know who was saying
the conversation was just about working, and then you've gone back to that.
Why did you not question her on certain things she said about me yesterday?
Again, Stell, I've come in regarding medication, and then I've said I'm going back to work.
Yeah, just but earlier on.
Yeah, but that was before you kicked me out, Stell, before I had my say.
And I kicked you out because you were still arguing with me over that text message where she said to me that he broke her nose, and then you're saying, why didn't I do anything about it?
No, you actually kicked me out because I questioned Jem. That's why you kicked me out on the last thing.
It wasn't actually. It was because you said to me, right? I'll tell you. It was because you said to me, right, that why didn't you do anything when he had done this? And I said because I didn't believe it, because she had never brought it to me before, and I was on the phone. By the way, Jenny, I was actually on the phone when the police arrived at her house that night. This night here, I was on the phone. Look, right at 3.
No, you kicked me out on the last one, Stell, because I asked about Jem in Ranji's.
Well, I said I'm not having that. I don't care about Ranji, right? I don't like Ranji. I don't care about him. I don't agree with what he does. I know that there's bits and pieces.
But Jem agrees what he did. Jem was in the box. Jem was harsh to that lady. body shaming her.
And I will speak to Michelle about that later, and I will have words with Jen if it's true. Believe you me, I will do that. Trust me. Off the app.
I'm sure the lady would have come in, but I know she did come on live this morning and said that she was busy today, so she couldn't. That was why you last cut me off. But
Yeah, I know Michelle. I know Michelle off the app. We know each other.
Right, well,
So
you have a conversation with Stell and then go back to Jem, because it has happened.
I will do.
That Jem
Off the
sits
app.
in the box quietly.
No, I'm listening. Right. All I'm saying is, if I've said anything, I will apologise. But I know I don't body shame nobody.
You have
Okay.
done.
Well,
I
she was
haven't.
talking to me yesterday as well, and she
Then
said
I
the
need to
exact
see
same
that
thing to
proof.
me.
Then, okay. I'm not being funny because I know I
Like I
haven't.
say, Vimto, I think Vimto is a friend off the app, I think.
I'll speak to
But Stell
the
can
Queen
get video.
every
If she's
day.
got video evidence, she can send it to Stell, can't she? That's
I mean,
all I'm saying.
that's like a I don't care attitude.
No, it isn't.
She
It
will
is.
come
It
with proof.
isn't.
She will show you the proof. It's not an issue. She will
And
come
then
with the proof.
when she does come
I
with the
want to
proof,
see the proof. Okay,
but
that's
girls,
all I'm saying. I'm not having a debate or an argument over it. I just want to see the proof. That is all I'm saying.
okay, that's fine.
Because I know I
but listen,
haven't.
girls, listen, right? It could be, this could happen, yeah? Let me put a scenario to you, that she was sucked in by Ranji and she did these certain things, and now she's seen the truth about him. She's come over to the proper
Then why
side,
not just admit
you
it?
know?
Why
You know?
not just admit it and apologise then?
I'm going to drop anyway because I have got to go back to work.
Yeah.
Apologise for what? For knowing
See
somebody
you later.
and didn't know what their past was.
No, I'm saying if
I
it's
can't
like Stell
apologise for
said,
somebody else's
and he
actions.
said, and like Stell said, oh, okay, you didn't know, and you said
I'm
a
just
few things,
explaining to my daughter, that was all.
and you've said a few things, and you know, why not just say, yeah, you know what, I did, and you know,
Because I'm
whatever.
not apologising for something I know I haven't done. So
Well,
unless I see
let
the
me just
evidence,
let me
then
just tell you when
at
she
that
said
time,
Right,
Stell,
okay,
I'm not
let's get
being
back.
funny.
Girls, we will deal with Michelle later, right? Honestly, off the app, yeah? Please take it, we'll take it off the app, right? Right, because, anyway, Jacqueline, it's also learning about starting people on certain drugs, RE lessons learned. Jacqueline, can you type in there what the dangers are of taking Valium and Zopiclone together? If you could, please. Anyway, so that was that. So, anyway, going back to this, Jenny is still here, Vimto, whatever, whoever's still here. So this is the night that it happened. This is the night that she's supposed to have been booyakkered, right? And had her nose broken. There's nothing in there to say that this had happened. I was on the phone call with her at 3 o'clock. I spoke to the police and they asked me, what have you heard on the phone? And I said he was shouting at her and he was very angry. And she then said she was scared of his attitude and what he was doing. And they said, right, well, we'll arrest him and take him away from the property to prevent any further breach of the peace. Right? So that is what happened. The man was never arrested for any assault or any physical thing. Now, Claire last night told everybody that he was coercing her and he was mentally abusing her or something along them lines. You don't get people arrested for that. You go to a court and you can get court orders to have them put out the house for that. So, I don't know how to do this. Let me see. Guys. I don't know how to do this. How I'm going to do it without. I have to be really careful. I have to be very, very careful. Actually, do you know what I can do? Yeah, okay, I can do this. Right, tap up that screen, guys. Please, everybody. And you can send in your heart me's. I'm not doing this for the goodness of my health, you know. And if you want to send a gift, you can, except for Crystal. Crystal's not allowed to, right? If you want to send a gift, just do $1 gifts, please. Right? I'm not in it for monies and things like that, right? But it does help with like TikTok crap, you know. They like to see you tapping up the screen and all that rubbish. And you can give gifts, but because they like that, but don't do any more than the $1 ones. So oh, thanks, Mike. Right, let me find this guys, because I'm really having a little bit of a meltdown over this one. I have to be very, very, very careful. All right. Maybe this one. Right, so I'm going to, yep. Oh, I can do that one as well. There's nothing in that. And by the way, last night, yeah, I've got it recorded. She admitted, yeah, that she had intercepted an email between the lawyer and Richard, our ex-partner, yeah, that she had deliberately intercepted it. And she read it out online the other night. She did. I was shocked at that. And I've had to send that to the solicitors, right? And they're not very happy about that. Not very happy at all. Right, so I've got that, right? I'm going to take this off. I mean, there's loads of other stuff. Oh, I don't know why she sent that. That's something different. Right, okay, so I can send this. Right, guys. And by the way, I'm only putting in here what she put in last night. So, about 1900, so she had actually, this is what happened on that night, yeah? This is the truth of the matter. She had actually made arrangements to meet her partner in the local pub, have a meal, a glass of wine or whatever, and then go back home, right? And then she started making excuses throughout the evening, and then she was getting like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then then this is the 1st of February, it's the evening of the 1st of February, 7:20. And he put, I've left my friends to be here on time, 7 o'clock, which is what she asked for. Yeah, she had arranged that with him. Yeah, enjoy the debate. Let me know when you are coming. Right, 4 minutes later, shall I walk home? Still no answer. Right, 3 minutes later, he writes, I've now been sat in the restaurant alone for 35 minutes with our food getting cold. And she just texts back, yes, please walk. Not sorry, not like, oh, right, not sorry or anything like that, just like, yeah, please walk. Now, this public house to their house is on an A road with no lights, no overhead street lamps, yeah? And he was expected to walk about a mile, yeah, in the dark along this road. So he's obviously angry, and he goes, FFS, Claire, I hope it was worth it. I assume tonight, because I'll tell you that in a minute. I assume tonight's work will cover Robin's presents, because I'm not going to. right? And an 8:30 FF Claire, this was supposed to be a night for us. So she told her partner that she earned money from TikTok. She doesn't earn hardly anything. A few gifts, maybe, maybe, I don't know, about $5 a night when she was doing on mental health. Nothing more than that, because she wasn't even on that often anyway. Most of the time she was on there doing lives with me or sitting in people's boxes gossiping like she was last night. And you don't earn very much out of that. Nobody's going to give you big gifts just to sit there listening to you talking right? So, but apart from that, what she was doing that night was not working. She was actually chatting up another man called Irish who lives in New York. He's an Irishman who lives there. I know that's something to do with a song, but it's actually true. There was an Irishman called Irish 007, and he lives in New York. And she was chatting him up and saying what a nice man he was, etc., etc. And I said to her, I'd made certain comments about him because on the previous evening, he was bragging, you've seen it, I'm all for the women, I love women, I'm all for women's rights. But the night before, I heard him and recorded him saying that women just throw themselves at him and they send photographs of themselves because he's a breast man. And a lot of women, and don't forget, he's in America. So he's got 1,800 pictures on his computer of his fans who have sent him pictures of them with their tops off. That's okay if that's his thing. That's not illegal. It's not a thing. But how can you sit there and brag about that, right? I've got 1,800 pictures of that, right? Nothing illegal in it, by the way. Nothing weird. They're all fans. He's got quite a lot of fans. He's got a big platform. You say all that, and in a misogynistic tone, and laugh with the boys about it, and then you go on live and say, oh, I'm all for women's rights, I don't like women's exploitation. What? Isn't that exactly what you did to your fans? Because I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't have sent you them pictures unless you mentioned it. That's exploitation. I told Claire this, and we had a good laugh about it, but no, she carried on, and that's fine as well. That's not illegal. She carried on. But that's what she was doing when she was supposed to be having dinner with her partner, her long-term partner, the father of her child. She couldn't give a damn about him. So that's all I can show you guys for now. I'll change the picture. No, I've done that wrong, haven't I? It's that one I want. Let me go back to me. Oh, not that one. That one. That one will do. You can all stop and pause what I did before. There's nothing in it. It was all public. It was chatting the public thing. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a liar. And where's all the comments now? Yeah, I wonder if this actually works. Oh, look. I can sit here on the paper bag. Yeah. Yeah, watch me. I sit here on the paper bag. No, can't be bothered with that. So there you go. If all's went quiet in the comments. Oh dear. Oh dear. Coffee cup, you're very quiet.
Why do I need to be making a noise?
Well, she brought my messages to the app last night. Yeah, she showed screenshots of my phone last night. Oh, there you are, Red. Do you want to see what we've just been talking about? Since you've like come in, you welcome come in a box. So let me find it again. Where was I? Was it that one? No. That one, no. That one, no. That one, maybe. And there you go. There you go. Oh, that's not that one there, is it? How do you do? Oh, I want to be able to move it. Where's the movie one I just had? Anyway, see what Red's got to say now. Sitting there slagging me off last night. What bloody thing did I have this on?
Weren't it one of the tiny little boxes you did it with?
It was one of the green screens.
Yeah.
And you can
Which
move
one
it.
it'll be.
So, oh yeah, well that's one of the ones where she said I deserve to be punched because Red, she told Karen L. James. She told Karen L. James that she had been booyakkered.
Well, your friend Angie said that she didn't. Because when you remember, Stell, that group call, I was still so against Claire. And I said, yeah, but we don't know what Claire said beforehand. And your friend Angie and Coffee Cup and Durham were in that call as well, said, no, I was in that live. Claire didn't say anything like that before.
I beg your pardon, I wasn't in any call.
When we were on the call, when you were telling me about what Claire had said,
I wasn't there.
you absolutely was, Coffee Cup. It was you, Durham, Angie and Stell.
I think what they were talking about in particular was hold on until I get this picture.
Get Angie in here, because she told me categorically that she was in the whole of that live, and
Yeah, and
Claire
she did.
did not say anything about being hit in the live.
Yeah,
Because
she didn't say.
I said, my words were, yeah, but we don't know what she said before, because I'd only seen the clip of the kangaroo court. Am I right
Yeah,
or wrong, Still?
hold on. I think what she meant was she didn't say it in that particular live, but this is about when she sent it to me.
That was the only one of their lives Claire was in.
There you go. Right, that's what she sent to me. Claire has categorically said she never told anybody he did anything to her. There's the message from her stating that he broke her nose. Last night in your live, she said, I've got agoraphobia now, which is one of the reasons I don't go out the house so much, yeah? And the internet is my only outlet, right? Now, Angie was talking about the live. She didn't say it in the live, which is absolutely true.
You've put her
Right.
kid's name on there still. That's illegal. You shouldn't be
It's
doing
not
that.
illegal. It's not illegal because she showed all this last night on the live. All the messages, I checked them all. She brought it to the live last night, Red, sorry. Yeah, she showed my
I'm
phone
going to
screen.
look on the YouTube and I'm going to see if that's
She,
correct. Because it's
she,
actually, you have an expectation of privacy with messages.
she
If that
showed
was the
my
exact
phone screen.
words, it's an
She phoned,
expectation of
excuse
privacy.
me,
Then you're
she
both
phoned,
breaking the law still. Then you're both breaking the law. And one,
right? Red, be quiet, please, yeah? Your
all right,
live, which
so mate,
I've got it recorded.
all
She
right.
showed my mobile phone screen with these messages on it. And the minute she brought that to the app and a public platform, I'm now showing them exactly what they say on them. I checked them. I checked exactly what was on that phone, that picture.
I
I
don't
know
agree with the
exactly what she
child's
was.
name. I do not agree with a child's name being
Well,
outed.
tough
You're
shit. And
disgusting.
where's the name anyway? I don't even
You're
know what it is.
disgusting.
Where is it?
You're disgusting. It's there. You can see it.
Where? I don't know where. Where?
Oh yeah, I'm going to point it out for the whole world to see. That's what I'm going to do.
I've got no one on nothing else. He's broken my nose, broken me, and broke my nose so bad that I cannot. I do not think. I do not think. I don't want to free
Right,
blah
I'll
blah
tell you
blah.
how I'm reading that. I'm
Oh,
reading. I've got no one or
yes, I've
nothing.
seen it. Yeah, I see it. I see it at
He's
the bottom.
broken me so
Well,
much, and I broke my nose. So basically, he's broken her, and where she's got a broken nose, she's frightened to meet people
don't
to face to
fucking
face.
twist it, Red.
I'm
She
not. I'm
says
saying
there,
that's how I read it because she's never told
he's
us that.
broken me so much and broke my nose so badly. That's what she
And
said.
you know how Claire writes. You
No,
know how
and
Claire
no,
writes, Stell.
don't let her back up here. I'm not having her fucking manipulate me, right? Don't let her back up Ange. She's not manipulating this situation, yeah? It's quite clear in black and white, yeah? Do not let Red back up here, right? I'm not having you manipulate me, Red, like you did all this time, yeah? You and Claire, because, you know, I'm not that stupid, yeah? Right? It's there in black and white, yeah? She brought the message. So you see, this is what I mean. And Jenny asked me why I'm so defensive and aggressive about it. I get people like Red coming up saying, well, you shouldn't show the name. Well, she brought it to the app last night. Yeah, she brought it there. She put these pictures up last night of my phone screen with these messages in them. Yeah. And even asked me why is there 57 photos on my phone with her name in it? Because that's the name at the top of it, Claire Bell. So that's how I know. I done the same thing again. I repeated what I done that night. I put in Claire Bear, searched my photos for Claire Bear, and then all these messages came up, and there they all are. Read exactly what she did last night. I did the same, and now she's brought it to the app and the public platform. I'm now doing it. Okay. And you are not going to twist anything. You're not going to come up here and question me again. Yeah, it's very clear. Why? Because of a bunch of fishwife. But I've got no one or nothing else. Da 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 da. And he's broken me so much and broke my nose so badly that I can't meet people face to face. Online is my only my comfort, and I barely get any time to myself. Do you not think I want some free time? I think that's supposed to say. I just want us to arrange it. Arrange it that it's in Borden's best interest. So that's that picture, right? Red. Oh, you're still watching the screen recording me. Wouldn't have it any other way. On this message that she sent me, I haven't tried to keep my child away as Karen L. James and Paralegal and Must had accused her of. But the screen recording says I deserve to be punched. Now, how did they know that she got punched? Yeah? How did they know? Tough shit, Adam, yeah? She put the messages up last night. I'm not going to doctor them. I'm not going to alter them just because, you know, it's the wrong thing. No, shit, that tough shit. She showed these messages last night on my screen, by the way, on my phone, on my screen, yeah? So let's talk about my privacy on my screen, right? So she's got hold of a screenshot from my phone somehow, yeah? And put it on the live last night. She does it all the time, Red. So be quiet. Not interested in what you've got to say. You're just a manipulator, you are, right? I want to know. You said Red agreed with her last night. No, you've never said that. And then she tried to pick on Angie, right? And said Angie said that as well. Angie said she never said it on the live, right? That's absolutely correct. Angie said she never said it on the live, and nobody said it was said on a live. Oh, shut up, Athena. And what is it then? Yeah, share it out. And by the way, Red, I want to see you tapping the screen as well since you're sharing it. Athena, you're one of these Yeah. Oh, thank you for that coffee cup. Go on, Red. Tap that screen, Red. I want to see it come up. No, Ange, no, because she put these messages up last night. So I'm just that she's done that. Anyway, the kid's name's not on there now. This is a different picture. But the screen recording says I deserved to be punched. How does they three women know you've been punched? How did they know that? Because Claire told them. Claire was on a public platform and she told them. That's what she did. Yeah, I will, Ange. Right. So, Red, I want you to write in the comments, please cover the name the next time you put that picture up, just like Angie's done, yeah? So that I can screenshot that. And then when anybody says, oh, you've doctored that message, I can say, well, Red told me to. And why? Go on, Red. You're a big girl now. So, yeah. They won't unblock me and let me play the recordings. I'm sending recordings to Karen and paralegals, employers. So she was sending stuff to their employers. That's harassment. That's stalking. Even though I agreed with it. I did agree with it at the time. I did say, I think you should do it. Yeah, absolutely. They need to know what kind of people they're dealing with. Turns out that none of them actually work, by the way, Jenny. None of these three work. Well, one of them works for herself, like you, Jenny. She actually she's self-employed, kind of. She's a qualified paralegal, but not licensed, not accredited. So she wasn't supposed to charge for her services, and we know she did. So there you go. Then I'm in the box, and I'm having a go at Karen and paralegal for what they'd done, and she's sitting there. Look at the panic. This is the typical panic, Red. Yeah, look. Right? They blocked all three of my accounts. Tum blocked me. Still play the clip. Tell them unblock me. And I played the clip and then I got blocked because I played that clip. I wonder, you know this thing here, right? This screeny shotty thing. I wonder if it can actually play videos while you're doing it. Or do we have to do that thing, that screen recording thing? Because I could actually show that video. So there you go. But you see how Red comes in here deflecting. First of all, Ange said it. Your friend Ange said it. Well, first of all, she didn't. Oh, well, she did say that, but she meant that Claire hadn't said it on the live. That was made very clear that it wasn't said on the live. But was it said on that live though, Ange? I can't remember.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where's this phone call I was supposedly involved with?
I know.
Considering that day I was at work, you invited me and I come in and I said I'm at work. I can't come into your call and I left again.
Mm-hmm.
But not just that, won't you be able to timestamp it as well because of the call log?
Where's the contradiction sting?
I'm just saying.
It's something that happened that was insignificant a couple of months ago. She brings it up and throws it in our faces, and we're just trying really hard to remember it. So we can only go on the evidence, yeah, of what she's wrote in the messages. And that is, they said, I deserve to be punched. So she must have told them that she got punched. She must have told them that. These 3 women had never met her before. Yeah, I read that, Ange. But there was a bit missing from that video. Claire said so herself. She said the clip that was done was of the kangaroo court and the bit just after or whatever it was when she did come up. No, Sting. She's not saying that she deserved it. She said 3 women told her she deserved it. Read the message before you open your mouth.
Listen, I'll explain that to him.
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead.
Claire went in alive seeking help from 3 women who decided to take the mickey out of her, have a mock kangaroo about what she was saying about her life or whatever, and then afterwards there was a lot of carry-ons. Now, I've never known Claire up until that point. It was the day after I reached out because of the abuse the woman had given to her. And then we done a couple of lives and exposed these women and one thing and another as the weeks went on. I still have problems with them women today. Right? Now, nobody's disputing that she was in the live or out like that. Nobody's disputing she said she got punched or whatever she's saying. What we're saying is these women did the mock court case. Right? We're not taking the mickey out of that. We're just saying what happened in that mock court case.
So why don't we go our separate ways? Because on Friday night and Sunday night and Monday night, this woman decided to out a lot of my personal life online. Yeah, Sting. She done with that red that was in a minute ago, right? With her, they sat there and they showed private messages between the 3 of us, phone calls, yeah, a picture of me. I don't know how she got that, right? Sitting on my chair, right? And text messages from my phone. I don't know how they got that, but they obviously did, and they showed it. Yes, she did. Oh, there's the rosy one, yawn. And you want to bring up my private lives and bits and pieces, then bring it. Bring it.
Why do you want them to bring it still?
Well, she already done it, innit? So,
well, as I've said, I'm Durham's away.
Now I'm outing her for being a liar. Yeah, a liar.
Look, at the end of the day, does it make any difference? Come off the app.
Look at that.
Look what
Sting's just said. Look what Sting's just said. I bet you that's something to do with Claire. What would he think? He wouldn't think anything.
Why would you say that anyway?
Why are you bringing him into it now? Here we go again. Oh, let's attack with more stuff. Now, if I was to open my mouth and start, a lot of people would be very upset. I'm keeping my mouth shut at the moment.
At the end of the day, you're bringing somebody into it what cannot defend themselves, okay? And unfortunately, you're talking about somebody who passed away, right? Like they're still here. You do not do that. That is just wrong.
Sting, why don't you do what you do best and go and catch some naughty people, naughty men? I know that you're very good at that. And that's not me being facetious. I know you're good at it. So go and do whatever you got to do.
Here's another thing. There's an argument, right? I sit here. I don't sit and call people names or out on this app. I'm not sitting telling anybody about anybody being junkies or anything else. Right?
Oh, Rosie. So, I don't, everybody.
No, let me have my say here. Right? Coming in, oh, this tit for tat argument. Oh, she's this, he's that, he's this, she's that. Take it off the app, the lot of you. Right? I've seen enough and I've had enough. And I'm telling you now, don't get me started. You've already brought my daughter into it and myself and a lot of other people, and I'm getting annoyed. So, I'm not the sort of person you want to take to war.
So here you go, Rosie, just for you. I don't know what have I done.
Listen, string highlights. Would you like to meet me in person and have a discussion? You seem to think you know a lot. You know fuck all about me.
Let me put that up for a minute. Right, hold on.
Buy a latte. I wouldn't fucking buy a fucking face mask to hide your ugly mug, mate.
That's one of the people he stung, by the way. That's his picture. It's very, you know, a disabled guy who did, I will say, did the most disgusting things. Yeah, I understand that, and I totally agree with it. Yeah, but and was aware of what he was doing. There was wrong, 100%, totally. But it's the guy's picture that you've still got up, star sting highlights. That's not very good for you, to be honest with you. I'm just saying.
And if he's wondering why I've blocked him, he's not got enough followers to be in here. So it's who I think it might be.
Probably is.
So I keep saying, why come on the app and gone through this again? Why don't you just wait to the very end, the outcome?
Oh, there is a big outcome coming.
Yeah, I know that, but come off the app, and when it comes out, then you can come on and rub all these people's noses in it if you like.
I'm just showing the messages from last night.
I seen them last night when she showed them, so why show them again?
To make
If
sure
people-
everybody sees them properly.
Well, if people can't
Well, they
read
can
at the time she was putting them up, then obviously they're not interested in the messages. They're just more interested in the drama, which is why come off the app instead of feeding them it.
Well, okay, it's probably lunchtime anyway, isn't it? Yeah, we're past lunchtime. See you all later, guys.
See you later.